What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the 4Runner Power channel. Today we are going to be working on my buddy Chris's 4Runner. We're going to be doing the traction control mod. Excuse me, I was not ready for this video. Alright you guys, for this mod you're going to need a terminal kit set, some heat shrinking tube, 18 gauge wire, which you can pick all these up at AutoZone, including this switch. You can pick up whichever switch you want, it's just this is the one that I used before and I like it. You're going to need some wire cutters and strippers. You're going to need your razor blade and some zip ties. And of course, we're going to need the OEM switch out of the 4Runner. We're going to be drilling into this and making sure that this switch fits on top of this. Alright everybody, for this video, we're going to be tapping into this part of the brake cylinder. This right here. If you have the one that has two wires, you're going to notice there is a green wire and a white and black wire there. We're going to be tapping into the white and black wire in a bit. Alright, for this portion you guys, we're going to end up cutting this white and black wire right here. We're going to cut it a little bit of ways away, just because I'm going to peel this hosing back a little more just so I have more access to it. But this is the wire that we're going to interrupt. This switch plugs in right here to your brake cylinder. So what we're going to do, wire cutters in, and we're going to give it a little bit of space, about right there. And you're going to cut. Alright, so once you got your wire stripped back, we're going to use one of these terminals. It's just going to easily slip right over. You're going to make sure that it's kind of snug when you push it in. You'll see the wire kind of poke out right here. We're going to grab our crimp. Just to make sure that that wire is not going to come loose. Give her a nice little tug, and then we're going to do a female end on this side on the wire that we're going to be cutting to length to be able to get it inside to the switch. So the next step is you're going to take your wire, you're going to pinch it right here just to make it easier for it to go through the little firewall down here. As you can see, there's already a little cut in here, so we're just going to follow that, push this through the firewall until it gets into the other side. You got it? Okay, pull it through, Chris. Right there. How much line do you got there? You see? Okay, so that should be enough line. It'll reach up here, no problem. We can push it in through here. If not, we can just cut the line again and make it a little bit longer. But now what we'll do is we'll end up cutting here, so that way we have our two wires, and then our switch will be right up here. Alright y'all, for this portion, this is the female end. We're going to use this female end and attach it to this end of the wire. So we're going to go ahead and strip it. Right there. Got it. So I might have exposed a little bit too much, but what I like to do with these wires is I'll fold them over, because sometimes they're just a little too skinny to the point where they'll be a little bit loose inside the terminal. We don't want that shaking around or anything like that, especially for this kind of mod. So we're going to pinch it over each other, fold it over, and that should be nice and snug when you slide it. That's what she said. Alright, you're good. Alright, so the basis behind this mod is we're going to be interrupting a signal that this switch sends to the brake cylinder, to the ABS system. So the way we're going to do that is, you see I've already tapped into it right here. And we're going to use this wire right here. We're going to remember which wire that is, because this is the wire that's going to go into the switch and cause the interruption right here. So we're going to go ahead and plug these all in, and I'll get back to you guys and I'll show you where this wire leads to, where it should be plugged in on the switch. So in the end, this is what it should look like. These are just the heat shrinking tubes that I have on it. But here, let me take it off. Male and female ends will connect. This will make it easier for you so you don't have to solder things together. At least this is the way I did it and I liked it. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in and test the system out first. Everything is connected now. This switch is the one that interrupts the signal right here. So this wire goes into the cab and feeds in to the earth. You see that there's the earth, which is the ground, the load, and the supply. So the top wire is on the ground right here. So when you flip this switch is going to interrupt the signal up there, which will turn off your traction control and everything. So we're going to go ahead and try this out, see if it works, if we got to switch around the cables or anything like that. Alright you guys, so we're going to flip the switch, see if it does anything. So we should see the parking brake light come on and the VSC and all that 8-track stuff come on too. So let's flip it. There it is, there's the parking brake, VSC off, VSC traction control off. So now you can do this in 2-wheel drive and turn your traction control off so you can have more fun in the dunes and stuff like that. So there it is. There it is. Now the only thing with this switch is once you turn it on, to turn it off, you have to flip the switch back off, turn your car off, turn it back on. Alright you guys, so what I meant to say in that video before it cut off was to be able to turn the traction control back on or back off, you have to actually flip the switch, turn your car off, then turn it back on, and all the lights should disappear on your dash and you should be back to having traction control on. Now, this is just a nice mod to have because normally 4Runners, even if you lock the diff, the VSC or the 8-track system will take over when you're in snow or anything like that. You'll hear it working when you're off-roading. But it just makes it nicer so that you can, especially in like snow and stuff like that, you don't really want VSC. You want to be able to have that traction control off so you keep your tires spinning at all times. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Sorry, this is like 3 days in advance from that video. But I hope you guys enjoyed that video, and please leave a like, comment, subscribe down below. And yeah, let me know what you guys want to see next.